Welcome, everybody. Live in Decades Auto World on tap for today. Do have a bunch of older releases. There are unfortunately only a couple of castings, but we have a tons of different versions of them. Just a little bit of something, trying to get some more Auto World on the channel as much as I can. Definitely a brand that I want to be a little bit more serious with. I do really do like Auto World. Some older releases right here. They did used to come with a box, which is okay. The box is pointless, but they did used to come with a box. Nothing particularly fancy on the back. There is this particular release. This is from 2019, release number 3. So this is much older. So this is going to be the first one to take a look at. 1970 Dodge Challenger RT in cream color. So we'll get this popped out of here. Get our Challenger out. This was a kind of a different era of Auto World. Even though it wasn't all that long ago, just a different era. There's a box. Boxes are pointless. There is our 70 Challenger in cream. Does have the red striping along the back. Those bar style of taillights, which did come with cost to the modern take of the Challenger, which was a pretty good retro throwback. This one has a plate on there. Looks like California. It says 1 of 1. And then does have some Challenger print on the top. White vinyl roof on this one, looking pretty good. A little bit of a smudge on there, no big deal. Opening hood, of course, opens up very nicely. They're not stuck or anything. Again, much better quality version from Auto World back in the day versus what they do now. There is your open grille. A little bit of prints on there. There's some prints for the turn signals as well. Get this tire popped back on there. That tire was kind of sitting in there. Details on the tires look pretty good. They are Goodyear, say Goodyear Polyglass. So they are they're accurate. They're accurate to the period. And then there's some deets on the other side. Red interior on this one looking very good. And then of course there's your base deets. 4/24 2019 of course is your manufacture date on that particular Challenger. All right, next Challenger up. This one right here. This one is 1972. So I did kind of put these in order just cause. So this one is from 1972. This will be from release 3 in 2017. 2017. Yeah, I go crazy. I have that CUDA too. We're gonna crack this CUDA as well in this haul. So 2017. That's crazy. 8 years ago. It's just crazy. There is the box. Again, nothing particularly fancy. Those boxes will go in the trash. Deets on the side here. Does have a little bit of striping there. In the print, does have those Kragers on there. Kragers look pretty decent. There is an updated grille version for the 72 versus the 70 we just looked at. So a little bit of different grille in there. Does say Challenger. Taillights are different as well. So it says Challenge Me. Very cool. I like that. You know, they don't really do plates anymore. They do sometimes, but this was a different era again. This was back when Auto World was kind of cool. Well, cooler than they were now, I think. White interior with the black dash looks pretty good. Opening hood as well. This one is stiff, but not too bad. Opens up. Again, just a little bit of different details on there for the 72 versus the 70 we just saw. So very nice to see that all those updates are accounted for and whatnot. And then there is your base deets right there. This one is 10/27/2017. Those really skinny tires. Looks pretty good though. More of a display piece. Auto World used to be more of a display piece. All right, another one up, 1973. Moving on to 1973. So there are going to be some more changes to the model itself. This particular one is going to be 2018 release number 2. 2018 release number 2 for this guy. This one is in the tuxedo black. Looks like. And the last one looked like to be henny orange. There is the 73 Challenger. This one has a dark blue interior, which is very very interesting. The updated front bumper with those bumper guard, those 5-mile-an-hour bumpers or whatever they call them. Not a cool look. Definitely not as cool as the rest. Another different grille design in there as well. Details on the side. A little bit bigger wheels. Look good. Bigger wheels. This one has BF Goodrich tires on it, which are not bad. There is the deets on the back. 1973 on the plate. The prints on the back look a little bit off, but it's just because the little bumper pieces didn't get silver painted. So, and that's intentional. That's intentional. It doesn't look that bad if you're not that up close. The interior color is very, very interesting. It's very, very dark blue. So very, very interesting. And then, of course, still has the opening hood. There is your deal down in there. It's probably a 318, probably. But it looks good. Not too shabby on this one. This one date code is 3/15/2018. So I'll throw that one up there. I think despite the fact that I don't like the bumper design on the 73, that's my favorite so far of what we've got. All right, last Challenger we got right here. Vintage Muscle, of course, 1973 Challenger right here. This one is like a base model Challenger, like bottom of the barrel, cheap. You know what I mean? Which is super cool. 2018 release number 2. Release number 2. So we'll get this out of here. So we'll get this over here. Off the studio. There we go. Packaging out here again. Box is pointless. The card art is a little bit different than the card itself. Definitely not as dark green, which is perfectly fine. We'll get the box out of here. Not a big fan of those boxes, by the way. You guys should know that. There is our pretty much base model Challenger. This is bottom of the barrel. This is just basic Challenger, no options basically. But it looks good. I like how basic it is. The green interior is very cool. Still has the white vinyl roof, which was very, very popular back then. 1973 on the plate. Says Dodge. See, the print on this one is much, much, much better than the last one. So with those bumper guards on there. Of course, Dodge in the middle. And then we'll crack this open. It does have exactly the same motor down in there. So it looks pretty good. It's pretty good. I like the fact that it's just like a base model. Just like a base model, bottom of the barrel. Kind of look to it. 3/15, 2018. So they were made basically right on top of each other. As a matter of fact, I think that's version A and B. I think, because I wasn't really paying attention. All right, let's move on to our 64 CUDA. We do have a few 64 CUDAs. Probably the most undesirable Barracuda of them all, which is understandable. Not a huge fan of the bubble window, but we'll crack this one open. This one happens to be from 20. Let's see here. Doesn't even tell you the year. Just says release number 4. Look down on here. 2015. Wow. This is some old school Auto World right here. Really old school Auto World. 2015. That's crazy. So there is our 64 CUDA. It looks very, very good. The wheels look good. White wall tire print on there looks very, very good. Very, very straight print on there. Crisp details. Super nice prints on there. The plate looks extremely good. Super crisp on that one. I'm digging it. Auto World was just really, really, really good quality back then. They are not as good as quality these days by a long shot, which is unfortunate. But the red color looks pretty good. Does have a black interior for this one. There is your Dietz underneath the hood, which looks pretty good. A lot of three-dimensional detail in there. Auto World still rocking the 3D. And then there is the Dietz. This one, 11/26/2015 is the manufacture date. So we'll put that one up there. Just a basic red. Some basic red. This one is super cool. As a matter of fact, the first time I saw this one, I almost had a heart attack. I thought this was a raw. This is not a raw. It's definitely not a raw, but still very, very cool looking. Definitely looks like a raw, but it's not. This one is also probably from 2015 or so. Yep, 2015. This is also from release number 4. So we do have both color versions from that particular year. So we'll get this cracked out of there. So although it kind of resembles a rod, clearly you can see it's not a rod. It is silver painted. Looks very, very good. Black interior to match the other one. Really, really digging this one. This one is very nice, very crisp, very clean. Way better than the red one. But I'm super biased to silver. I really like silver. And this particular one looks extremely good. So definitely digging this one. The hood doesn't really want to stay up on this one, unfortunately. But there is the Dietz. Same exact engine details in there. And then, of course, it does say Plymouth on the front, which is cool. So, I don't know how skinny the tires are, but the tread looks really good. The tread's very accurate. Very accurate tread. Just as crisp. I mean, it's just, the quality is just great. It's just really, really good. All right, our next 64 Plymouth Barracuda. This one, white with a blue stripe. Kind of a light blue off stripe with some blue print on the white wall area, which looks very, very cool. This one happens to be from 2019 release number 3. So 2019 release number 3. Version A from that particular version. So get all the plastic out of here as we normally do. This one looks really, really good. I do like the fact that there's blue on the tire print. Looks very, very nice. Goodyear polyglass, just like the rest of them. Super crisp prints on there. Details on the front. You know, I know we kind of see the same car over and over, but they get better with the versions. I think this one's really, really nice. Not as good as the silver, but still pretty good. This one has a red painted block, which is cool. A little bit different. So we'll take that. Take that. Anything that's a little bit different. Not dramatically different, but a little bit different. 1964 on the plate. So, and then of course that bubble window in the back. That giant window. So we'll put that guy up there. The last 64 CUDA I have is the coolest one. This one is a hobby exclusive. This is a paint sample color. This is real. This is a real car. That is all the colors that you could get on the CUDA. And that's super cool. It's just really, really cool that was painted up like that, which is very, very cool. So 2017 is when this was a hobby exclusive. So crack this one out. Very, very cool version here. For some reason, this one is... What? What is even the point of this? Why did they zippy tie this one in? This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Why does this need to be zippy tied? It's in a blister. It's in a sealed blister. Oh, man. Well, and the thing is like, Auto World models are very, very, don't have a lot of tolerance to them, so you can't pull this out with the kink in there. So we're just going to have to try to get in there and make some messes. There we go. Whoa. Don't bring down the Level M house. Don't bring it down. Don't bring it down. And in case you guys are wondering, that's not fixed, obviously. So we'll get that cleared up. My apologies. So we'll see if we can get this pulled out of here. This is real life. I'm gonna have to crack it right in the middle. Oh, there we go. So that I can try to pull it out. Oh, man, this is the worst design ever. I don't even know what went through anybody's head to decide that this needed to be zippy tied in, which is just absurd. The struggle is real, ladies and gentlemen. The struggle is real. I guess maybe I'll put in a thing right there that says if you don't want to see me struggle, you can just skip the video ahead. Just, you know, it happens. All right, so there we go. Now we get to see our actual CUDA with all the cool colors on there, and that does go across the entire model. So that actually takes a little bit of production attention to detail in order to do that, which I think they did a very, very good job. This is probably painted a lot different than the rest of the models in order to keep that fluid flow across it. It's probably even hydroformed on there, kind of like similar to what Hot Wheels does with their premium stuff. You can see there's a couple of lines in here, which is probably from the material that they probably put on the car. Again, it's more than likely going to be hydroformed. As a matter of fact, it is hydroformed. You can see the cracks in the back there, which is just a part of production. You know, they do better production now, but back then hydroforming a die-cast car was probably relatively new. So it says swatches on the back, you know, paint swatches. Looks pretty cool. You can see this one didn't have the greatest of application on this side, so there's a little bit of a white splatter, but you'd never see that because it was in the package. 10/27/2017 is the date. So that one's kind of cool. It's a little disappointed that the quality kind of suffered on that one a little bit. And of course, it took me a ridiculous amount of time to open that up, but it is what it is. And then the very last model I have, yes, one more model, and it's not either one of those castings. It's one of their other Mopar castings. 1971 Dodge Dart Swinger. This is, I'm already telling you right now, this is going to be my favorite one. This is going to be my favorite one. So 2018 release number 1. This one in, of course, tuxedo black. Get this cracked out of here. The packaging out of here. There we go. Box out of here. Boom, boom, boom. Plastic everywhere. There is our Dart Swinger. The Kragers look fantastic. BF Goodrich radials. I love the black color on this one with a little bit of silver offset and, of course, that white stripe on the booty. A looking very, very good. Details on the back. Of course, it does say tuxedo on it, because of course it does. Looking very, very, very cool. Prints are fantastic. Quality is fantastic. Stance of this model is absolutely fantastic. I love this casting. Definitely one of my favorite Otterworld castings. Not my favorite Otterworld casting, but I really do like this Otterworld casting a lot. It's very, very nice. Those two power bulges in the hood look very, very good. And of course, it does have opening hood. Looking very, very nice. Solid black on the interior as well. Digging it, digging it, digging it. And then there is your Dietz 11 320 17. Very, very cool. Put that one right in the center. So there you go. There is a little bit of a Mopar party, Otterworld style. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I know it's not the greatest content. It's basically just 3 castings, but it is what it is. Sometimes this is just the way you come across them, and really happy to be able to add Mopar, specifically Otterworld, to the collection. So drop a comment and let me know what you think about those, and we'll catch you next time on 11M. Peace!